Welcome back to the MMA Explorers. Today, let's get started with Coach Morne Visser breaks down DDP preparation and lessons learned from UFC 319, following Dricus Du Plessis' lopsided defeat to Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 319. His longtime coach, Morne Visser, shed light on the game plan and where things fell short. Visser revealed that wrestling was a major focus in camp, as the team anticipated Chimaev's relentless grappling attack. However, after witnessing Chimaev's sheer dominance across 5 rounds, Visser admitted that adjustments must be made if a rematch ever comes. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on this video to support the channel. Let's aim for 10 likes.
So we've practiced everything except a crucifix. And there's this a way that he trapped the arm very high, almost trapped the bicep, tricep, and the shoulder with that crucifix. So it feels like you've got movement, but so you can give the one arm up to roll the other one out, or roll in and back out, but he just doesn't allow it. He's just so tight with it. Plus he stalls. Camp, I would put Dricus in on wrestling days, and we had a lot more wrestling days than stand-up days because we knew that was what Khamzat was going to do. So I would put Dricus in the worst possible position. Full rear naked, legs locked, everything. Worst scenario. I would put all those submissions fully on, and he would get out, reverse it, control it. And Khamzat tried last night, never got one of those submissions on. Not one, not even close. And but what he did so well was he stayed on Dricus like a blanket. So I'm looking for blankets. I'm looking for guys, a lot of blankets around the world that's gonna help us to get those blankets off us. So I realized and I recognize the mistakes. There's no way I would like to fight that guy this year still again. Early next year. There's obviously a lot of things happening in the middleweight division, but early next year and back for the belt. That's what we want, nothing else.
Demetrious Johnson defends Khamzat Chimaev's UFC 319 performance. Former UFC flyweight champion Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson had a blunt response for critics of Khamzat Chimaev's dominant but grappling heavy win over Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 319.
You guys don't want to watch grappling and wrestling and jiu-jitsu, don't watch UFC. Don't. You guys are complaining about something that it's a very simple problem to fix. It's a very simple problem to fix. For example, let's say Khamzat's about to fight again. You don't want to watch a style. All you gotta do is go like this. You see this button right here? It's called off button. You just go like this. You go off. You don't have to see Khamzat wrestle. It's a very simple problem to have. It's a very simple problem to fix, guys. You guys are making it a bigger deal than it is.
Dana White shuts down talk of Jon Jones fighting on UFC's White House card. UFC President Dana White made it clear he has no interest in Jon Jones competing at the historic UFC White House card set for next year.
Is there anything in the next few months or several months that Jon could do where you could say, okay, I actually trust him to put him on that card?
Let me ask you, what do you think Jon would do in the next couple of months that would make me trust putting him on the White House card?
Well, I would not trust him, but I would like to see him fight Aspinall on that card down the road.
So I already said that I don't trust him, and you're asking me what could he do for me to trust him in the next 3 months. You don't trust him.
Well, yes, but you talk to him. I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't talk to him either. I haven't talked to him at all.
Well, there's a greater chance you'll talk to him than I'll talk to him.
Yeah, I would not bet on, if I had to make odds, it's 1,000,000,000 to 1 that I put Jon Jones on the White House card.
All right, I think that ends the questions on it.
Dan Hardy breaks down why Reinier de Ridder is the toughest fight for Khamzat Chimaev. Former UFC fighter and analyst Dan Hardy believes that Reinier de Ridder presents the toughest stylistic challenge for Khamzat Chimaev moving forward. Speaking with Submission Radio, Hardy highlighted de Ridder's size, grappling pedigree, and composure under pressure as key factors.
Again in October, which one of those guys would you give him?
That's a tough test. That's a tough question. I mean, I would say Hernandez looked fantastic. Absolutely, he did. I kind of feel a little bit like that fight might go a bit, kind of Kevin Holland. He's able to control and suffocate and Hernandez is a very, very durable fighter in the early rounds. He's able to push on and get real strong later in the rounds, but he would ultimately have to keep pushing and causing problems for Chimaev on the floor. I think Reinier de Ridder, with his size, I mean, what is he, 6'4"? I think he's really, really problematic. He's got a very good guard, very tricky guard. You know, there was one fight that he, I can't remember the guy's name now, when he was fighting at light heavyweight in one championship. An incredible triangle from guard bottom, like an awkward kind of Z guard position. Somewhat, some jiu-jitsu experts out there will know exactly what it was called, but it was just super slick, and you don't see that kind of stuff in MMA generally. And he's got one of those kind of guards. So, you know, he's probably the toughest test right now for Chimaev, both size-wise, ability maybe to, you know, to launch Chimaev with some judo tosses on the way down instead of landing in top position, and also being able to cause problems from the bottom, both with his butterfly guard and you know, with his sub attacks. He'd probably be my number one pick right now.
Robert Whittaker calls out casual fans for criticizing Khamzat Chimaev's UFC 319 win. Former UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker has come to the defense of Khamzat Chimaev following criticism of his dominant UFC 319 title victory over Dricus Du Plessis.
What's your reaction to people saying that this was a boring fight?
Anyone that says it's a boring fight is a casual, okay? No, no offense. No offense. Like, you're going to take a little offense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're casual. You're a fan of the sport, okay? And you're not absolutely fascinated by the ability, by Chimaev's ability to control someone who's as dogged and fights out of things like Dricus, who's done it time and time again, who's physically never gasses anymore. They're like super strong, has cardio for days, is prepared for him, has a great headspace. If you're not fascinated by like such a one-sided domination, man, then you have to be a casual. Because you never see this. Never. This level at championship fights, this level of control, unreal. Man, we just saw someone get crucifixed for like 15 minutes.
Many people call them the taps or light punches or whatever. Was there much damage done? What is your reaction to those immediate stats for the fight?
Mate, it's the crucifix. That crucifix position, man. He just loaded up on shots. Now, they were tiny shots. Okay. I still don't want to sit there for that amount of time taking them. Yeah. Even though everyone's be like, oh yeah, but they had no power in them. Yeah, but he took 500 of them. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's a crazy number, bro. Yeah.
Dude, they start to add up. I think I want to talk about terrible stand up. He just wanted to give Dricus a chance. To throw bombs. Man, you can't do. He's controlled at this point 22 minutes of ground time in the match, and you stand him up when he's at his most tired to give you can't do that, man. But not once. Not twice. Just once. Dude, twice. Yeah. And he even broke him up when he was on the wall. Chimaev's best position. That was terrible in my opinion.
Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman weigh in on Khamzat Chimaev's dominant UFC 319 victory. Khamzat Chimaev's shutout win over Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 319 drew plenty of reactions across the MMA world, including from two former champions, Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman.
Khamzat Chimaev possessed this one skill that can make you look like a middle school wrestler. And that's all that was. He was crucified, I think, 3 out of the 5 rounds and had no answer. When you are just this strong and when you shoot and when you lock hands, it's a wrap. You have to applaud the man.
You cannot stay in off force. You cannot stay in like the tabletop position. That's pretty much where Khamzat won the fight. DDP was carrying his weight. Like DDP should have just went to his back and then started working from there. But even from there, bro, he was getting crucifixed. The same reason why wrestling is the greatest, toughest sport on damn earth. He brought that wrestler grind to him, and DDP did not have an answer.
The lack of respect for Khamzat, like, you can't come beat us with just one skill. That's a pretty damn important skill.
Oh, it's the best one.
They didn't take it that serious. You got to survive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just couldn't do it.
Maybe we didn't see a knockout. Maybe we didn't see a submission, but man, we saw punishment.
Daniel Cormier visits Ben Askren ahead of UFC 319. Former UFC champion Daniel Cormier linked up with Ben Askren ahead of UFC 319, and the two decided to take their competition to the disc golf course. Before we continue, help us reach our goal of 100 subscribers here on MMA Explorers. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our daily MMA content.
Something happened.
No, because I didn't know if you'd be fucking
I'll throw one, and then you have 10 to beat me.
I gotta throw it further
than me.
Ben, I'm not
It's
playing.
Daniel to get
Ready?
Ben to get up and start.
Ben, I'm not doing this shit right now.
Oh, baby. Oh, there's no way you did that.
Is that cheating? I thought you were throwing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
You have no chance. There's no.
Hold on.
You can throw from the grass here if you want.
Okay.
Wait, Daniel, do you know how to play this golf?
I've never done this before.
Watch this. Watch this. Don't film all 10 and embarrass him.
Oh, that's not gonna get it done.
No. You're not going to get this one. That was a really good roll.
Oh, that's a good one.
And maybe half the distance. Oh.
No, you suck.
Oh, we have bounce up the tree. You got to roll. You might get lucky. Well, that was decent. Yeah, they all turn.
Why did they all turn?
They all turn to the left if you throw the right hand.
You're not good.
You got to flatten it out and snap your wrist. Flatten it out, Daniel. Flatten it. There we go.
Go.
Now we should be ready. Oh, that's it. Oh, this might roll. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Not enough power. That was good. Oh. That one's got too much stability. Can't roll it. Oh. You get the idea. Oh, this one's gonna roll. Ooh, not the right direction. Alright.
That's bullshit. Go sit down.
Let's wrap it up for the day. Thanks for watching.